Hello everyone and welcome back to EduMoon Tutorials. In today's lecture, we will start our third unit, which is Combinational Logic Design and Gate Level Minimization. At first, I'll run you through the agenda. We will be covering the map method, 4-variable map and 5-variable map, product of sums simplification, don't care conditions, NAND and NOR implementations, other 2-level implementations, XOR functions, and hardware description language, in short, HDL. In this particular video, we will see the introduction towards the map method. Myself Suhana Domtoti, and let's get started. The map method. Now why do we need that? Map method provides a simple, straightforward procedure for minimizing Boolean functions. Now, if you have a Boolean function like containing variables such as x, y, z, a, b, c and everything, like you have a very big equation, in order to minimize that one into a simpler form, we can easily use the map method. Now, it may be regarded as pictorial form of a truth table. It's also called as a Karnaugh map or a K-map. K-map is made up of squares. Don't worry, I will give you the description on how to draw a K-map. So this is basically consisting of squares, and each square represents one minimum term of the function that is to be minimized. Now let's look on to few rules on how to draw a K-map or how to solve a K-map. Now each group should be as large as possible. Now before getting into the rules, I'll just give you the description on how K-map is drawn. Now, for example, if we consider our function to have n variables, then we will be having 2 power n cells. Now, for example, if your Boolean function is having 2 variables, then it has 2 square, which is 4 cells. Then it has 4 cells, and this can be drawn in this fashion. I'll just show you. So this is how you draw. So this is 0, 1 and this is 0, 1. If your function is having 2 variables such as x and y, you represent x and y on these two sides, and this is a 0, 1 and this is a 0, 1. Now, if you have a 3 variable function like x, y, z, you will be having 8 cells in total. Now, how do you represent these 8 cells? Now, if you have a function like x, y, z variables, so this can be your x and this can be your y, z. Now, how do we assign values for each and every cell? So, this will be a 0, 0, your 0, 1. This will be your 1, 0 and this one will be a 1, 1 and this is a 0 and 1. You can clearly see that I have interchanged these two values. Like generally, the binary digits will be like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. But I have interchanged these two values. Now, how do we represent or assign values for each and every block? So this one will be a 0, this one will be a 1, this one will be 2 and this one will be 3. This is the simplest notation. But coming to this one, you denote like 0, 1, 2 and 3. See, the 2 is jumping this side. It's not a continuous number. So 0, 1, 2 and then 3. Similarly 4, 5, 6 and 7. 6, 7 is also swapped. So carefully remember these descriptions because your entire problem depends on assigning values to these blocks itself. So don't mess up with 2 and 3 and 6 and 7. Just remember this pattern. So similarly for 4 variable and 5 variable, I will be explaining them in a greater detail in the next videos. So don't confuse. So just confine to these two kind of types in this particular video. Now, if you have a function like f of some x, y, z equals to sigma of 0, let's take it as 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Now, basically all the questions in this particular section will be of these type, like you will be giving a function and then you will be having an SOP form. I hope you are clear with the SOP and POS from the previous videos. So if you are given like this, now you need to construct a K-map for this one and then obtain its simpler solutions. So that is what K-maps are all used for. Now, how do we know whether to use a 2 variable map or a 3 variable map or a 4 variable or any other? We have simpler notations like if it is less than 7 and less than 15 and greater than 15. If we have values present here which are less than 7, then it's a 3 variable map. If we have values lesser than 15, it's a 4 variable map. Now, if we have values greater than 15, it will be a 5 variable and it can be just taken as follows. So here all the values are 2, 3 and 4, 5, which is less than 7. So we need a 3 variable function. Now for example, if this is not given, if only the function is given without mentioning x, y, z, you will be wondering how many variables we need to consider for this one. So I have given you the notations here. So let's try drawing the K-map for this one. I'm just giving a basic example. In the next video, we will cover all the other required examples. So don't worry. So this is your 0, 1, this can be your x and this is your y, z. Now this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So I'm assigning values to these as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now according to the given question, and according to the rules, now if you see the rules, cells contain 1 must be grouped. Now how can we assign 1 in this cells? It is simple. According to the question, 2, 3 and 4, 5, we need to assign 1 to these corresponding cells. So this is the 2 cell, we are assigning a 1 here, 3 cell we are assigning a 1 here, 4 and 5 we are assigning 1 here. Okay, now the next task is grouping of 1. So now how do we group that? You can group it in like a horizontal fashion or a vertical fashion, but not a diagonal fashion. This is not applicable. You can only group either either horizontally or vertically. Now here we have 2, so we are grouping them. Here we have 2, we are grouping them. Now after grouping, how can we write these values? Now see, these are in the horizontal fashion, right? So this one is for x. This is x bar and this is x, right? So according to this one, this row, like these two values, we are assigning a value of x bar. Now if you consider 1, 1 and 1, 0, what is the common term in both of them? This 1 is the common. That means it is not changing. The 1 here is the same and 1 here is also same. But here it is 1 and here it is 0. We need to only take the values which are constant in both the terms. So this 1 and this 1 corresponds to a y. Right? I hope it's very clear for you. Similarly, for this one also, in this row, it is an x. So we are just writing x, and in these two, like 0, 0 and 0, 1. Here 0 and 0 remains the same, but here 0 and 1 is changing. So it is a 0 and a 0. So we are assigning y bar because this value stands for y and this is z. So we are assigning a 0 value to the y, it becomes a y bar. So your answer will be x bar y plus x y bar. This is just a simple example on how to deal with this kind of problems. Now how can we group them? Let us look on to few other examples. I'm not giving any question, but I'll just tell you some simpler terminologies. Now if you have a 1 here, if you have a 1 here, which is scattered, you might be feeling that we need to write the term as it is. No, you can group this one and this one. That is possible. You can take these two as a single pair, like how we have taken the single pair like this one. We can take the values from this one, which is also called as opposite grouping or corner grouping. So corner grouping this and this is possible. And even if you have again values here and here, instead of taking two pairs like this, you can take this one. Like you can take the entire 4 block. Those blocks can be very easy and can be used to solve the questions in a very quick fashion. So that is also a possible case. And again I'll give you another example on how we can. So if you have values like 1 and 1 and 1, 1. Now instead of taking these two and these two, or like these two or these two, you can completely take them as a single 4 pair box. Using this 4 pair box, it will be very easy for you to solve the questions. So I hope I'm very clear on how to assign values, like how to group the numbers, like wherever ones are possible, in what all possible ways we can start grouping. So for this video, it is done. In the next video, we will cover all the other examples and I will be running you through the 4 variable map and 5 variable map. Till then, stay tuned to Edimoon. Thank you.